For 15 months, about 450 days and nights, I commanded the 101st Airborne Division's Combined Joint Task Force 101, or CJTF 101, in combat in eastern Afghanistan. It was a rare privilege, the most challenging and rewarding experience of my 34 years in uniform, and ultimately the cause of my retirement from the U.S. Army. With the preparations for combat, the actual deployment, and a short month after our return, I was a division commander for 33 months. That was unusually long, but these were unusual times. War is the most brutal of human endeavors, and I have experienced enough war to know to take cover when politicians, poets, and armchair warriors speak extravagantly of patriotism and national honor. As they speak, I see the filth and gore. I smell the stomach-turning stench of burning flesh. I hear the sounds of incoming mortars and rockets. But I also think of those who lived and fought and cursed the heat, the bugs, the mountains, and the enemy. We fought a war too few Americans knew or cared much about, in a remote frontier populated by xenophobic tribesmen and cultivated city dwellers, both equally alien to our Western upbringing. We were not victims. We were volunteers, at war because our nation told us to go to war, but each of us with our own reasons for being there. This is my story as Eagle 6, my call sign as the 101st Airborne Division Commanding General. A lifelong runner, from the beginning of my command, I viewed the 450 days and nights in command, in combat, much like the 26.2-mile race we call a marathon, an extraordinary challenge, requiring extensive and detailed training and preparation, and disciplined execution. For most of my military life, I kept a daily journal. Each night I swept up the day's events and my thoughts and deposited the lot into a small green notebook. This book is based on my notes and my memory, and the historical record as best it is for such an ill-recorded endeavor in a faraway place. My primary interest in exploring my past is most likely selfish. I buried many of these memories in deep locations of my mind because they hurt so much. And yet, at odd times, they would come to the surface, and I would remember. As the pain eased with time, I realized my story, actually our story of the division and CJTF 101, was worthy of telling, and that it might be of direct utility for leaders and aspiring leaders, be they military or civilian.